Hey guys, welcome back to Double D Vintage Baseball Cards. What I got for you guys on this episode is autographs. What do I think about autographs? Do I collect autographs? Do I see value in the future in autographs? My thoughts regarding how I collect autographs and how I used to collect autographs. Pack pulled, in person. Well, I mean, they're all in person. Well, no, I guess there's sticker autographs. I probably won't even get into sticker autographs. I don't collect them. So we'll just knock that one right there. But I am going to zoom you guys in and show you cards. And I'm also going to show you a collection that I finished, a set, and a card that I just received in the mail this last week that is a full-blown Grail card. No matter how you dice it, it is a nostalgic overload. I have numerous nostalgic overload cards that I want to share with you guys. Two of them are pickups, but one is a completed set. So I'm going to talk about autographs. I'm going to tell you guys my opinions on why certain autographs I think are this and that and whatever, but I'm going to do it with showing you guys cards. So I thought I'd do a new view, so maybe I don't have to edit again and just kind of zoom you guys and set it up. I kind of, think it's going to work out. Hopefully you guys can see me right now. So let's show some cards and talk about where I see value in autographs and also why autographs are just awesome to collect. All the above. And let's dive in right now. Here we go. So let's see if I can set you guys up. Set myself. Okay. Bend this light in. I had this all planned here. I feel like it's going to work. Oh, shoot. Man down already. Okay, we'll go on here. Zoom you guys in. Take you guys in for like the kill shot here. All right. Right there. I think that's going to do. And there we are. Okay, first I want to talk about what autographs I used to collect and how I used to collect them. Now, I used to collect autographs like this. This one is up on eBay currently, and this is a 1962 Topps Warren Spahn in a PSA slab authentic autograph, Sharpie. It is really awesome card. I mean, Warren Spahn stood in front of this card and autographed it at some point. So as far as like nostalgic or just like meaningful thing, it's awesome. But I don't see value holding in these. I've had this card for years and it's never gone up in value. It's never gone down. It's a cool card to have, but he's signed so many cards that I'm sticking to the same thing and the same theme of my normal collection. I want this card to be dead centered and have good eye appeal, and then the autograph, and I prefer the autograph too. So this is for sale now. I prefer the autograph to look like this if I have a choice, but as you'll see, I have other things as well. But this one right here, this 1958 Topps Ernie Banks, on the other hand, is autographed in a ballpoint pen, which, a lot of people hate ballpoint pens, and I understand that, and they want, if it's a modern player, I definitely don't want ballpoint pen, but I'm talking vintage right now. I want a ballpoint pen because I feel like the odds are, and I'm sure you can look at these autographs and see if they're playing days autographs or when they change them. I'm not an autograph expert. Let's just put that on the table. I'm just giving my thoughts and opinions on this matter because, as a collector, that's all we have are our own thoughts and opinions, and we do our own so-called research. Mine is just like, look at cards. What do I like? What do I think is going to go up? Watch videos and form my own opinion. So a card like this, much more rare than a card like that Spawn. This thing is dead centered. The card is beautiful. I think this is the highest ever graded with an autograph on it. And the autograph is stunning. I think it's just an awesome autograph. And It's a ballpoint pen. You wouldn't have someone sign this in a ballpoint pen this day and age, most likely. Now, obviously, there's exceptions, guys thinking like me and then going out and getting autographs and giving them to him, but Ernie Banks no longer signing cards regardless. So, beautiful card, and a card like this costed me, man, I forget off the top of my hand. I shared this in a video. I definitely under 200, probably 140 or 130. Maybe a little more, but in a 7 graded and the grade 8 auto. And I think the auto grade 8 is only because it was in a ballpoint pen, because it looks like a 10 to me. I don't see any like fading ink or anything, as I'm just stroking them. Right there. I just think it's sick. I mean, come on. So that's where I'm going. So I think there's value in cards like this, not because it's low pop, but I guess naturally there's just less of them, I feel, because there's very few of this card centered as it is. Like literally, look up a 58 Ernie Banks All-Star. You'll probably not even see a centered one that is as well centered as this on eBay, signed or unsigned. So that's the way I'm going right now. And that's where I see the value heading, is in those hard to find. You want the card to look really good. You don't just want any old Warren Spahn card, any old Ernie Banks card. And that's how I feel there's value in one day. This card, I think, will gain value in the long run tremendously over a card like that Warren Spahn. So that's where my collection's headed. And then I also love autographs like this. So this is a ballpoint pen. And this is one of my favorite autographs. Had it for a long time, and the centering's not there, but I bought this a long time ago. So, and I'm not going to sell it because Yogi's not signing anymore, and this is my favorite, like maybe my favorite vintage subset of all time. Maybe the inaction might compare. I might even have called that my favorite at one time, but that's because I forgot about these. So MVP series, Yogi Berra's autograph, and then you can collect on a card. You know, this is his MVP season. Unautographed 1951 Topps card. Beautifully centered. And why I bring this one in particular out is because there was one on eBay in this 51 Topps that was autographed in ballpoint pen. It looked just like this, but more dead centered, the autograph. Ballpoint pen. It looked even older. This looks like a really nice ballpoint pen. So this might be after he played, you know, I don't know. But there was one that was autographed and it was dead centered, and it was before I bought this, and I bid on it. And I didn't even get, I mean, I technically didn't bid. My bid was going to be like $561. I didn't even get a chance to bid. The thing shot over to like $850 in like a 2 with an autograph, but it was dead center. The card looked like this, and the autograph was ballpoint pen, and it was perfectly centered, like right here. It was tremendous. And that's the cards that I want to go for, but I wasn't going to pay that money, so then I bought this, and I already had this, so it worked out perfectly. But this is where I see value. The older autographs, and the centered cards, the good-looking card to get autographed. One more example of that is this is never going to go up in value, I don't think, and, you know, it'll just follow the market. It's not like one that is like, oh, man, this one's going to skyrocket one day or anything. Where, like, the Ernie Banks that you saw has a good chance of, like, hits us, like, that thing could be worth a lot of money one day, you know, lot meaning like $500, right? Where this is always going to be in the $100 range or less. Like, you could buy these probably for $35, but it's really cool. So here's an autograph I collect just because it's awesome. Bob Gibson signed this. This is a Turn Back the Clock 1988 Topps card. He was in front of it. It's not ballpoint pen, but it's really cool. And then it goes with my perfectly centered 1968 Topps Bob Gibson. His greatest season pitching, arguably, for his stats. And both these cards really look really nice. And then with the autograph sitting side by side, displayed together, just awesome. Now we're getting into what I truly, truly, truly see value in and love for autographs. Now, before I go on to showing you these insane pickups and the collection I've built. TTM is another way to do autographs, and I think it's not the value you're looking for, the value in the fact that you sent something in the mail to get it autographed, and someone like Brett Butler returns it autographed to you, and sometimes with a story or a note. I see a ton of value in that as a collector, and as a just an awesomeness factor. Dollar signs, no, but that's not the point in a lot of autograph collecting. I just wanted to give my opinion on where the value is, but this is a value in another aspect. And guys like Jason, Basement, Card Collector, TTMer, Three Good Nerds, like a whole bunch of TTMers out there. This is a reverse TTM. I met Brett Butler, and he sent me a letter. So this has so much meaning to me, and he sent me a whole bunch of cards, autographed, just really cool. So I know I got sidetracked, but I wanted to make sure I touch base on that. And I know I'm talking about value here, but that's just because I like talking in terms of that. And there's different types of value. There's a very inexpensive way to collect autographs, and I think that's what it is. Or the Warren Spawn. Just buy any 62 Topps card autographed for like almost the same price of a regular 62 not autographed. That's an awesome way to do it. And in the future, will they be worth more? I just don't see those ones being worth much more than they are now, or just go up with the market, however the market goes. But these, the well-centered copies like the Ernie Banks, I see being the rare ones. But these next ones, now these are how I love to collect autographs. These are my favorite type of autographs, and these are pack pulled, what I'm about to show you. Now, pack pulled autographs are something in a whole nother world. This is the world I grew up in. This was me as a kid in 1990, 1991 is when I realized that there's autographs in packs. 1990, I don't even think I saw it on the box, but I am collecting all of the Upper Deck Heroes and, as you'll see later, some other nostalgic autographs that were pack pulled back in the day. This Reggie, impossible pull. You could probably open case after cases after cases, boxes after boxes, and never pull this card. I didn't even know this card existed when I was a kid. I knew the next one coming up existed. I didn't know one existed in 1990, or I never saw one. So for me, having this card, and I covered this up because I'm doing a show. I'm having a Cat Out of the Bag. I'm having Mike Moynihan on my channel. And I'm doing a countdown of greatest Topps sets ever made, the design, because I stare at them every day. And so I'm having Mike on, and Mike has a whole collection like I do, and we're going to do a, while we film that other show on my channel, we're also going to do a, he just did one of the Chris, it eludes me at the moment, but he did a competition to see whose collection is better, and he has a whole collection of baseball versions of these, and so do I. So I covered the grade so we can have fun with it during that episode. So these are the autographs I love. These nostalgic, pack pulled, it's real, it's numbered, only 2,500 of these in the world. How many are still in boxes? How many got thrown away? And how many collectors want these? And there's only 2,500? I didn't even know I could ever afford these until the last year I started looking for them. And because when I was a kid, I thought they were like 500 back in the day. And I paid 500 or less for every single one of these you're going to see. So I have the whole set, and I got it this week. And I'm just like, no way, that's insane. Oh, you guys have seen some of these. Then the next one is one that started it all for me. And I had a friend who bought boxes and boxes of 91 Upper Deck. His parents did, because they were trying to get the Michael Jordan. They were trying to get this Nolan Ryan autograph card in the box. 1991 Upper Deck, numbered out of 2,500. All the different teams. And then, dude, what I love that I didn't mention on the Reggie is that my Angels are front and center on two of these. And Reggie signs right over the 44 Angels, which is just awesome. And Nolan Ryan's holding up a special baseball of his I think it's his no-hit. Let's see. Yeah, number 3 no-hit. I mean, dude, these 2 cards right here baffle my brain. My kid self would have like lost his mind if he pulled one of these. Literally, I would have been shaking and like passed over in a coma. And for me to be able to afford those now is just awesome. And I didn't know I could, because when I was collecting vintage all these last 25 years, graded vintage, I never really thought to look those up because they were always like 500 back then. So I thought, and then I looked them up during COVID, during that boom, and that Reggie, they were like $2,000. I was like, okay, never touching those again. And then after COVID and everything started falling, I think I started collecting those, it was either 7 months to a year ago, anywhere in between that, maybe a little more. And I started buying them. And I think I've gotten great deals on most all of them. Reggie's the most expensive one I bought, $500. And the rest are under 500, I believe. So the next one is my pickup that just came in this week, $444, and finally got my first and only Hank Aaron autograph, first and foremost. But an Hank Aaron autograph that you could pack pulled when I was a kid, 1991 Upper Deck Home Run Heroes, and this is the only one. So I'm challenging Mike. Watch out, dude. I got some grades here. I actually forgot to put the tape on it, so it's been to be entered into my system. It's been on my desk for a week. Hank Aaron autograph, my first one, and it completes my run of the baseball version of these. And the way you can tell these are legit is the actual baseball hole diamond. You'll see on the back of all of them are diamonds, whereas the regular ones are a different shape. So if you're going to buy these raw, you know for sure it's legit if it has a diamond. I think the other ones look like a baseball field or something, but this is a full diamond right here. They look like something. That kind of looks like a baseball field. So next one, Ted Williams. Dude, this was like $440. I won this. I was patient after I bought the Reggie, I was patient. Oh no. The first one I bought was down here. I forgot. The Reggie was second. That's when I was impatient, the Reggie, because there was only a couple at that time and I really wanted it. So I spent $500, but it was off eBay and it was a different transaction. It worked out, but this one was like another $440 or something. Ted Williams, numbered out of 2,500. My first Ted Williams autograph, and it's a pack pulled. I see so much value in these. It baffles my mind because you can get an autograph of Hank Aaron in today's packs, and probably the card's around $500. And a Ted Williams, I'm sure, same thing. But these cards are way more, dare I say, rare. Even though there's 2,500 of them, I mean, these to me are so undervalued. I'm gonna say that. I really truly believe these are undervalued. $450. And you'll see these grades when we do the contest to see whose collection is better, me or Mike's. Baseball collectors. It's gonna be a fun challenge. So the first one I bought of these, it wasn't the Reggie, it was this one. And actually might be my favorite one because it has 2 autographs. And not only 2 autographs, I love the big red machine. And that's the 1992 Upper Deck Heroes Johnny Bench, Joe Morgan autograph. Dude, I mean, what is not to love about this card? The greatest catcher of all time, the greatest second baseman of all time, autographed, numbered to 2,500. When I was 12 years old, you could have pulled this in a pack. Never saw it, never thought. And what's really cool about these, they have all these stats on the back. All of them have stats. It's really, really, really awesome that these have stats. Even obviously the autographed ones too. And I just have loved these since I was a kid. And now having the autograph. I mean, so this card was like $250 or something, or 300. Something like that. And you could probably get this for $250. Maybe even less if you're patient. So one that I just, oh my gosh, once I realized the price had come down, I went for the cheapest one. Actually, I'll do a shout out to Mike again since he's going to be on the channel. The lowest hanging fruit right here. And then the Reggie was after that, and everything else came just naturally how it showed up. So those are how I see value in the future. Pack pulled are my favorite autographs. You know, pretty much know they're 100% legit, especially back in the day. These guys were autographing them, putting them in front of them, no stickers, nothing like that. These were pack pulled from junk wax. Guys, not from like any old autograph out of a box that you can get Nolan Ryan's autograph or Reggie's all day long, and Johnny Bench and Joe Morgan, they're alive. You can get those autographs nonstop. But to get a pack pulled autograph from back in my childhood, in that time where stuff was printed like crazy, those were impossible. I mean, these are so affordable. It's really awesome. I mean, they're not cheap, but they're affordable. From what my mind thought they were as a kid, they were $500. So I can get them for $500 now or less. Like, dude, no brainer. All right, so I'm going to stick with that same track. I got a few more to show you guys. This one might blow some minds out there because this is one that cost me $140. It's graded, and it's of packs that I used to buy when I was a kid. And it's pack pulled, and it's Ken Griffey Jr. And this is Classic Best 1992. And this is in an EX5, which I can't tell. It's an EX5. It looks perfect to me. I'm just like, man, these modern cards are in fives. You can't tell the difference. So that wasn't the point. It's like these autographs are so cool and so, like, to me, rare. I mean, these are not common autographs. Like, you can get a Ken Griffey Jr. autograph in a million different ways, but why not get one that you grew up or was more rare to pull? Let's put it that way. Way harder to pull this Classic Best. They came in these boxes. The packs were in boxes, and you were just getting just standard cards. The only specials were Ken Griffey Jr. autograph, a Nolan Ryan autograph. I think Mike Schmidt autograph. I want the Nolan Ryan. I would like to get the Schmidt autograph if it exists. I haven't hunted for that. But the Nolan has been on my watch list for a long time, as this was. So got it. Auto 8. And since we're talking about autographs and value, the autograph grade I used to just laugh at. And now I don't laugh at it anymore. Do I think it's necessary? Of course not. Do I think it's a money grab? Maybe, in a way. But as someone who really believes in the grading system as far as it helping any random collector just get into the hobby and make it fair for them, as fair as it can be, it's nice to have an autograph grade. And you can look and see why it's an 8. I don't know why this is an 8. To me, it looks like a 10. But it's okay. I mean, we still have our own eyes, right? You agree to them at a point. And I'll never change that for anything. And autographs, no exception. But I'm not going to say I don't dislike the grading. I liked getting 10 autographs. You know, it's perfect. And the eBay pictures aren't always perfect. But value-wise, man, if you see a one that looks like this, and a 5 and an 8, and it looks like a 9-9, dude, all day. So just an awesome card. Though I love pack pulled autographs. I see value in them. I see nostalgic in them. They feel right. Just something about them hits all the boxes. And the last few autographs I'm going to share. A couple more pack pulled. We'll just jam through them. This Yaz. I mean, you guys know the story with me on this one. I mean, I got Stan Musial. All these 1992 score. And then more of these Upper Deck Heroes autographs were outstanding. Really hard to pull. All numbered, hand numbered. And I want to end it with the fact that the autograph world is a crazy place. Real, not real. I'm going to go with buying them graded and letting the pros look it through and tell me if it's real or not. I feel like there's definitely a reason to have your cards graded if you have an autograph. But you also want to use your own eyes. And I'm still going to keep buying and collecting autographs. And I think there's value in these vintage ones that are centered like this. And this is a gift from Adam, Splendid Sports. Perfectly centered Robin Yount rookie card, autographed. Just a beautiful, way more. I had one. What you didn't know is I just sold one before the National that was way off centered. And now I realize, get the rare one. And he bought me this. It's just a freaking sick one. One of my favorite autographs in my collection. And last one I'm going to show you guys before I let you go is the Reggie Jackson rookie card autograph. It's not perfectly centered. I wish I would have spent more time. But finding a good-looking Reggie rookie and decently centered is really hard. So I wanted to get one that was autographed. This is like $240 or something. Not expensive. And this is just authentic. That's it. It's just a really sick looking card. I love the centered. I see value in it. So that's where we're at, guys. I wanted to talk about the autographs because I bought a few over the, I bought the big one there and the Ken Griffey Jr. that you saw. Recent pickups. And I've just been really thinking about them a lot lately. And over the last year, since YouTube, just the way I collect in all aspects is different. And autographs are no different. I'm really trying to focus on getting what I love, first and foremost. Second, getting the most out of it for the future price. I want my cards to go up in value. There's always going to be cards that I buy that are for fun and awesome and epic to have. But I really like to hit all the boxes. I want it to be a collectible that goes up in the future, a collectible that means something to me, a collectible that looks really good. Just an awesome baseball card all the way around in every aspect. So that's where I'm going with this. There's no wrong way to collect autographs, guys. Autographs are insane. These guys touch these cards. It's the closest we're going to get to them. So I just had to put my 2 cents out there. I wanted to and talk about it because it means something to me, and I have a blast talking baseball cards. So hope you guys enjoyed that episode. That's it. That's all I got for you. And until next time, just get inspired. Don't be influenced by anyone. Do your own thought process and love what you collect most importantly. Okay. You shaka.